Hi, you asked a question and I'd like to demonstrate. Let's say you have a project and the mean completion time you have computed to be 40 weeks. That's on the x-axis on weeks. And you want to know what is the probability that the project can be finished within 35 weeks. So that would be this area. Within 35 weeks means 35 weeks or less. So that's the area that you're looking for. Let's assume that you have computed project completion, standard deviation to be 2.7 weeks. So on the z-axis, we know the 40 has a 0, and we can compute the z-value for 35. That happens to be negative 1.85. I will demonstrate. Z is equal to x minus mu over sigma, which would be 35 minus 40 over 2.7, which would be negative 1.85. At this point, you can either use the small book that you have, but the Z table for it may not be very user-friendly. So to have the negative Z values, to work with negative Z values, you could work with the statistics book that you had. On Appendix B, tables, the Z distribution has 2 pages. The first page has negative Z values, and the next page has the positive Z values. So you can use the negative Z values here. You look negative 1.8, go across the top, find 0.05. At the intersection of the two, of that row and column, you should be able to find 0.0322. 0.0322. So we know that these numbers that we read from within the table represent the shaded area under the curve. So if I look up negative 1.85 on the z-axis, which is to the left of the 0, to the left of the mean, the area from the negative tail of the curve to that point is approximately 3% of the total area under the curve. So the number that you look up is 0.0322. Therefore, we have just looked up 0.0322 as the answer to our question. So if you want to know the probability that x is less than 35, that's the same as looking up probability that z is less than negative 1.85, and that probability from the table is 0.0322. If you go back to the normal, to chapter 6 videos, under normal distribution, I had several, 3 or 4 videos where I demonstrated how to do this. So it may not be a bad idea to review those for this component. Thank you. I hope you found this helpful.